When you land at the sanctuary, your pilot will assist you getting on shore on or near McNeil Spit. Once ashore, arriving visitors and those departing on that aircraft assist unloading and loading gear. You will be met by McNeil staff with wheelbarrows to help you transport your gear from the floatplane to the camp. Depending on where your aircraft was able to land, this could be from 50 to 600 yards, across a gravel beach and up a bank to the camping area. It helps everyone if your gear is well packed and protected from the elements. We talk more about gear elsewhere, but it will help you stay dry if you put your waders on when you board your flight, so you have them on when you land and unload at McNeil. You should also have your rain gear accessible in case it is raining when you arrive. Once you have all your gear moved to the camp area, you will bring all of your food, scented items, and cooking items into the cook cabin, where they will remain for the duration of your visit. A staff person will brief you on the basics of camp life at McNeil and the facilities provided. After the briefing, you can select your campsite and set up your tent. The center of activity in the camp is the cook cabin. As you would expect, it is where all meals are prepared and eaten. It is also where arrival briefings and daily morning meetings take place, and it serves as a community gathering and leisure area for visitors. All food and scented items must be stored there. Shelves are provided for that purpose. There are 2 large tables with benches for eating, reading, playing cards or games, or just conversation with staff and other visitors. There are 6 heavy-duty propane burners for cooking. Do not bring your own stove and fuel. Use of additional personal stoves presents a safety hazard. Pots and pans are provided as well, courtesy of the Friends of McNeil River organization. There are supplies for washing dishes and other cleaning. All cleaning of pots, cooking and eating utensils, and plates must be done in the cook cabin. Water can be heated for that purpose. Gray water and food particles are deposited in designated white plastic buckets. Visitors must separate their garbage into burnable, recyclable, organic, and non-burnable items and deposit it appropriately into bins provided for that purpose. Upon leaving, visitors are requested to backhaul the group's trash and recyclables. There is an extensive natural history library as well as games and other reading material available for visitor use while at McNeil River. Lightweight chairs for visitor use in the field are stored in the cook cabin. There is no need for visitors to bring additional chairs. And there is a wood stove that is great to warm up and dry out gear when the weather is less than desirable. Visitors are requested to only use the wood stove when needed, as firewood is difficult and time-consuming to obtain. Attached to the cook cabin is an observation platform, courtesy of the McNeil River Watchable Wildlife Trust. The observation platform provides great views of the surrounding area and is a great place to enjoy your morning coffee and do some early bear viewing. On the other end of the camping area is the sauna, a great place to warm up and clean up after a day in the field. Each day, McNeil staff fire up the sauna so it's ready for visitors when they return to camp in the evening. In the sauna, you can sauna, steam, or bathe. In a provided basin, water heated on the stove is mixed with cold water from a bucket to get your preferred bathing temperature. Visitors using the sauna are responsible to refill containers from the nearby pond. Biodegradable soaps are preferred. There are 2 outhouses for the use of visitors a short distance from the cook cabin. Don't forget to bring your toilet paper with you. It is always a good idea to make some noise on the way to and from the outhouses, especially in the early morning and evening hours. Bears are discouraged from entering any of the camp areas, but visitors need to be alert and exercise caution. And don't forget to close and bolt the door when you leave. Staff housing is located at the opposite end of the small camp footprint. Staff are available for any emergencies 24 hours a day. Otherwise, routine questions for staff should be addressed at the daily morning meeting in the cook cabin or when in the field with a guide. Water for drinking and cooking at McNeil is obtained from a freshwater creek a short distance from the camp, about an 8-minute walk one way. It is the shared responsibility of visitors to get water for the camp. 6-gallon water containers are provided along with wheelbarrows to transport them. When the water quantity in the cook cabin is getting low, a group of visitors must transport empty containers to the creek in a wheelbarrow, fill them, and return them to the cook cabin. However, staff should be notified before any trip to get water is undertaken. All water used for drinking must be filtered or treated with your personal water filter or other treatment method. Water for cooking and rinsing dishware should first be brought to a boil on the propane stoves provided. However, propane costs prohibit boiling all the water necessary for drinking purposes. At the front edge of the camp are several tree stumps, a perfect place to view bears that often pass in front of camp, sleep on the gravel spit, or feed nearby on sedge grasses. If you are in camp on a camp standby permit or choose not to go bear viewing, you can go for a walk along the beach towards McNeil Head, out on the spit, or maybe fish from the spit if there are not too many bears around. But you must always check with staff and get approval before leaving the camp area. And don't forget to sign the guest book before you leave.